Welcome to the MWR podcast at Fort Carson.
Well, welcome to the MWR podcast. I'm here today with Major Green from Mountain Post Living, also known as MPL. So, Major Green, we all know it's really stressful moving to a new installation. You don't know what to expect. And it's like, okay, this installation is different than the next one. I don't know what to do. Let me research and everything like that. So I've been really impressed with MPL being this almost like umbrella of information for what Fort Carson is. Can you explain a little bit about MPL, what you guys are trying to do, and kind of bring that cohesion to our community?
Sure. First, thank you, Megan, and thank you to all the staff and everyone here for bringing me onto the podcast today. I look forward to talking about MPL and the Mountain Post Living Program. And newcomers. When we have newcomers coming into Fort Carson, one of the things that I would suggest that they do, the first thing they do is download the app. The new app that we have, it was originally sponsored by USAA, and they helped to develop the framework of the app. But it's incredible in the sense the information that you can gain from it as a newcomer into Fort Carson, the Fort Carson community. It has specific information for the soldier, but it also has information to help out with the family, so they can navigate the new post.
Okay, so like things like schools, because I remember when I first got here, that the addresses, it ended up being building numbers, so I was driving in circles, and I noticed the app really helps clearly outline, where things are, what facilities are offered, things like that. So
yes, the maps function within the app it's pretty helpful as far as pinpointing specific buildings and locations. You can kind of type in what it is that you're looking for. It'll find it, and then it opens up into your whether you have Apple Maps or you have Google Maps. It transfers to those, so you can start using your GPS from your phone.
Awesome. That's super intuitive.
Yeah.
Much welcome when you're first, welcoming onto the installation. So to expand a little bit about the offerings, I know that MPL really focuses on bringing that community together. What can you give us some insight into how MPL helps bring the different organizations together to share that information?
Okay. Yeah, you're really getting into the weeds of the program itself, but that's fine. The Mountain Post Living Program, we have it broken down into what we call in the Army different LOEs, or lines of effort.
Okay.
You have the body, the mindset, the community, and then communications. Those are the main lines of effort within the program, and then we have specific chairs on each of those, and those chairs bring in different agencies on post and different support on post, depending upon their line of effort, to really bring together the information that in the end is really just there to help the community.
Okay, awesome. I think that really helps our Fort Carson community stand out. I know that there's some background on how that got started and everything. Would you want to share, what the mission or intent of really the program itself offers this specific installation?
Sure. The specific program itself, it's really a command-sponsored program by 4th Infantry Division and Fort Carson Command, and it's an active living lifestyle program. So it embodies the Army's new initiative for People First, but Fort Carson got started with that, before that initiative even got started. So it really does a good job of bringing together the community. As I said, active living lifestyle program to work in the community, to live in the community, to play in the community, to really know what's going on.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think a lot of places, one person gets stuck on, okay, this is my outlet of information, or this is my outlet. And we have so many broad audiences and diversity just in the military community in general. And I think that this definitely helps kind of bridge that gap of information and have everybody on board on pulling together. Where can people find more information about, specific events going on, things like that?
Sure. So Mountain Post Living, we have several different social media platforms and outlets for communications to get the information out to the community. We have some of the traditional that you think of, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, kind of getting into now Reddit and Pinterest. But also we have, because we work so closely with all the different agencies on Fort Carson, if you go into the Fort Carson MWR website, it's MWR, but it's also Mountain Post Living, and we kind of try to do the best we can to outline what are the major events that are upcoming for the Mountain Post Living community. And then in there's also links so people can get additional information on each event.
That's awesome. So there's one aspect that I think is also often not mentioned, is that, often we focus solely on the installation and what offerings we have on the installation. But a big part of, going to a new, fort or location or anything like that is the surrounding community. And I think that Mountain Post Living offers the opportunity to share what's out on the community and still be a part of our community.
Yes.
So what resources do you guys try to help bridge that gap?
That's a very good question, Megan. We do primarily kind of try to integrate the agencies that are on Fort Carson, but we want people to go out into the community. Want people to enjoy the different outlets that you have in the community, especially with the mountains, and take advantage of those. And then, to share their experiences on our social media platforms. At this time, we don't really have too many connections with the outside, like tourism center or any of those outlets, but that is something that we can look into more. That's a very good point. We appreciate that, Megan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it just to wrap up that this is the Mountain Post. You guys are trying to bridge that gap and make this stand out. So I definitely want to thank you for sharing this information and providing a valuable asset to our community.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.